In today's lesson, we will practice setting up our hand position for Young Hunter. Let's get started. First, take a second to place your hands in the proper position. Place your right hand thumb a skip above middle C. Our left hand thumb will start on middle C. Take a moment to make sure your hands are in the correct position. A note to parents: whenever we set up our hand positions, the instructions will always be relative to middle C. This will help further reinforce identifying C along with understanding steps and skips.
When we're all ready, let's take a look at the first two measures. We'll be starting with our right hand finger number 4 and playing that 4 times. In the next measure, we'll be taking a step down to our finger number 3 and then skipping to our finger number 1 and playing that 2 times.
A note to parents: you can help your child play from fingers 4, 3, then 1 in the right hand.
Remind your child to keep a steady hand position and see if you can have them focus on the music as opposed to their hands while they are playing. This will help emphasize the importance of keeping a steady hand position, as well as help them reinforce their intervallic reading. When we're all ready, let's try playing this together. I'll give us a countdown. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. If you feel like you need to go back and practice this section, feel free to do so.
Let's take a look at the next two measures. Your left hand thumb will play middle C followed by a skip down to finger 3. Play finger 3 in the left hand twice before stepping down to finger 4 and back up to finger 3. Good, so just to clarify, in measures 3 and 4, we play 1, 3, 3, 4, 3. And remember to hold finger 3 in that last measure for 4 beats.
Parents, remember while you're practicing this, we want to emphasize maintaining a steady hand position and keeping our eyes on the music. You may also notice that there is a right hand note, but for some reason we aren't playing it. For our parents, this is called a tie. So what that means is we are holding down our thumb for the duration of all of these notes combined together, as if they were connected as one large note. As a bonus, you can have your child play this tie by holding it down for the full duration of all of these measures. When we're all ready, let's try playing these two measures together. I will be playing this with the tie as written. I'll give us a countdown. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. If you feel like you need to go back and practice this section, feel free to do so. Now let's take a look at the next line of our music.
In the next line, play finger 1 in your left hand and finger 3 in your right hand at the same time. Hold these notes for 4 beats. Next, play finger 3 in your left hand and 1 in your right hand at the same time. Hold these notes for 4 beats.
You'll notice that in the second measure, we are skipping down with both our right and left hands. This pattern repeats itself in the next two measures. To make things easier, we've highlighted and labeled the notes that are the same.
In the next measure, play 3 in the right hand and 1 in the left hand 4 times. After you play finger 3 in the right hand 4 times, skip to finger 1. The same goes for your left hand. After you play finger 1 4 times, skip to finger 3.
Like we mentioned earlier, the note pattern between these two measures and the previous two measures is the same. Parents, you can use this pattern to double check and make sure that your child is playing the right notes in the right hand position. And for that last measure, remember to hold those notes for 4 beats. Let's remind ourselves to keep our hands steady and realize that we're only going back and forth between 2 sets of notes. When we're all ready, let's try playing this together. I'll give us a countdown. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job! If you feel like you need to go back and practice this section, feel free to do so.
In the last 4 measures of Young Hunter, we play exactly what we played in the beginning. We begin on finger 4 and play this note 4 times. Now, after we play that note 4 times, we step to finger 3, followed by a skip to finger 1. Remember to play 1 2 times. And in the next measure, your left hand thumb will play middle C, followed by a skip down to finger 3. Play finger 3 in the left hand twice before stepping down to finger 4, and back up to finger 3.
Take a moment to review this section if you need to, and when we're all ready, let's try and play this together. And parents, like we discussed earlier in the video, I will be playing this with the right hand tie in the last 2 measures as written. I'll give us a countdown. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job! If you feel like you need to go back and practice this section, feel free to do so. Otherwise, we are done with Young Hunter.
A note to parents. To help your child practice this week, you can have them start by playing Young Hunter slowly. Then we can slowly start to build a faster tempo. With repetition, they'll feel more comfortable playing the song faster. Always begin slowly. Secondly, you can have them sing or speak the words while they play. Remember to practice 2 measures at a time.
Last but not least, because we are focusing on hand positions, don't forget to maintain a steady hand position and emphasize keeping your eyes on the music with your child. Happy practicing!